Revati, who lives in Gomti village, falls in love with Chandan, who lives in another village, Mahua. One day, Revati secretly meets Chandan outside the village. Chandan, before father gets me married to someone else, let us both run away and get married. I will pack my clothes in a suitcase and come to your village. We will get married there in the Durga temple in your village. If no one comes there much, then it will be fine. Let us both run away.
Are you crazy? No one even worship in that temple and you have to get married? Do you know that temple is cursed? If any man or woman of the village worships or does any auspicious work in that temple, his or her body becomes paralyzed and he or she dies on the next day.
I don't believe in all these things. These are all superstitions. I have to get married tomorrow itself. I just have to do it tomorrow. If you don't meet me at the temple tomorrow, then I will set you right. Chandan doesn't agree with Revati and they get married tomorrow in that cursed temple. After getting married, Chandan brings Revati to his home and in the evening, Chandan lies down on the cot. His body starts shaking badly. Chandan, you're fine. Why is your body trembling so much? As soon as Revati spoke like this, Chandan's body started to sag and his eyes widened. Chandan speaks in a painful voice.
I told you that the temple is cursed. Now I will die by tomorrow evening.
Seeing Chandan's condition, Revati starts crying loudly. Hearing her cry, all the villagers gathered there.
Oh, he has also been paralyzed. If he will marry in a cursed temple, then this was bound to happen to him.
A few days ago, my son also went to that temple and worshipped despite my refusal. And today, he is no more with us. But how did that temple become cursed? As soon as Revati asked such questions, the villagers were stunned and they all started leaving from there without telling anything to Revati. Why doesn't anyone say anything? Because of that cursed temple, people become like this and they get killed. Yet, no one is doing anything. But I will find out why the cursed temple became cursed and I will get my husband cured before tomorrow evening, whatever happens. Hearing Revati's words, Shivang, who lives in the village, comes there and talks to Revati.
These villagers do not want to tell anything. But behind the Durga temple, which is a cursed temple, lives a hunchbacked aunt. She knows about all the incidents that happened in that temple. But she does not even talk to anyone.
I will go to Hunchback Kaki. Saying this, Revati goes to the house of Hunchback Aunt and knocks on her door. Humpbacked Aunt opens the door and starts looking at Revati with her big eyes. Auntie, I got married in the Durga temple this morning and by evening my husband got paralyzed. Now only you can save my marriage. Everyone will be killed. Everyone will be killed. She will not leave anyone. Your husband will also be killed. Auntie, what are you saying? Please tell me something. I love my husband very much. I cannot let him die. Hunched Auntie doesn't tell anything to Revati. Revati speaks furiously. Auntie, even if it was your son in place of my husband, you would not have done anything to save him? What do you want to know how this temple became cursed? So listen. Many years ago, my friend Phool fell in love with the son of the priest who worshipped in this temple. But the priest's son took advantage of Phool and married him. He promised, and one evening when there was no one in the temple, he called Phool to meet him and started behaving disrespectfully with her alone. But then suddenly some villagers came to the temple. Before the villagers or Phool could say anything, the priest's son told the family that Phool is trying to coerce him and wants to marry him forcibly. This is what the priest's son says. The villagers got angry and caught hold of Phool and started beating her. After some time, the entire village gathered there and started calling Phool characterless. The poor Phool could not bear the shock. She folded her hands and she kept proving her innocence that the priest's son had done wrong to her. In fact, he should be punished, but no one listened to her. the priest's son insulted Phool and hit her so much that her hands and legs became crooked and her eyes fell out. She said while taking her last breath, "After today, whoever does any puja or any auspicious work in this temple will face the same fate as me and will die in agony." Ignoring this, the priest's son performed puja in the temple the next day, and by evening his entire body became paralyzed and he died the next evening. That very day onwards, all the villagers were convinced that Phool was right. Revati, after listening to auntie, goes to the villager and speaks. "Tomorrow there is going to be a fire offering in the cursed temple to liberate the soul of Phool. If you all want to ask forgiveness of your mistakes from Phool, then definitely come to the offering." Hearing Revati's words, all the people of the village joined the fire offering being held in the cursed temple and also worshipped her by putting a big picture of Phool in the temple. As soon as they do this, the soul of Phool gets liberated. Chandan also gets completely cured and comes to the temple, and after worshipping goddess Durga, he also worships Phool. In this way, the cursed temple gets freed from the curse.